And the reason why we're here today is that we want to obtain your feedback as relates to how best to communicate, because you all represent a constituency that we want to be able to communicate the terminal development program and the upcoming opportunities that will ensue because of that. And so take notes. This is going to be very informal, and we will welcome your feedback as we move through this. Got a number of different items in which I want to cover, but a lot of them are going to be passenger driven and what our key stakeholders are looking for as we go through the whole terminal development program. Basically, you're looking at a structure that was constructed back in the 70s. And as we went ahead and moved to build the new Terminal D location, after 2005, when it opened, it became very apparent that, boy, the rest of these terminals don't look so great. And we need to do something in terms of a facelift for them. So we would start our renovations with Terminal A, beginning in 2011, right after the Super Bowl, and conclude Terminal A in phases, a third at a time, and we should be done by 2014. The other 3 terminals, B, C, and E, will also be done in a phased approach. We haven't finished what the timing of those are going to be, but basically by 2017, those 4 legacy terminals will be renovated. And the reason why we're doing this is really to enhance experiences for our passengers. We're looking at the parking garages being updated, the check-in counters being updated, updating our concessions locations, as well as providing more easy, more visible opportunities for our passengers. Keep in mind that, again, these terminals were built in the 70s. This was before 9/11. Before, you know, as you've been traveling for a long period of time, you once were able to receive great tasting food and variety on the airplane. You didn't have to worry about checking carrying your bags on. They were checked for you. So a lot of things have happened in the whole airline industry that has caused the airport to take on more and more responsibility. In addition to the fact that our infrastructure is old. HVA systems, all of the moving pieces and parts in the terminal building really needs to be replaced, and that's going to be the majority of the cost of this whole project. Now, we talked about in terms of improved customer expectations. We're looking at also being able to accommodate the future growth of Dallas-Fort Worth. This whole area is exploding in regards to population, so we want to make sure that our terminal is equipped to be able to handle the new people that are coming through over the next years. In addition to this, also will provide DFW with the opportunity to really compete globally. So all of this is done not just for right now, but also for the future, so that we can continue to be a global counterpart in the airline industry. We still will maintain our inclusion and opportunities for MWBEs. In Terminal D, 35% of the construction was given to minority firms. And last year, within our concessions area, $150 million was derived by MWBE businesses. And throughout all of this, we're looking for ways in which that we can maintain and become much more cost efficient for the airports. We still want to be a low-cost provider to our airlines. We want to maintain our A-bond ratings. We want to increase our non-airline revenues through concessions and parking. We want to provide a better experience for our traveling public. And we also want to make sure that we're creating the new efficiencies for the airport and the airlines. Airports today have decreased their services, and passengers today have taken on a lot more responsibility for their travel experience. They want to check in. They want to be able to have the same kinds of goods and services as they do on the outside. So you see everyone taking different roles, a lot because of cost and a lot because of automation, but we've got to make sure that our building is equipped to do so. Now, we talked about phasing, and again, we're going to start with Terminal A, and it'll be done in a third. So we would do the first section of Terminal A, and that would start from 2011, it'll go to 2012, then we go to the middle, and then the end, and then the rest of the terminals would be staged accordingly. Now, we have not finished what that staging timeline is going to be, so I'm not going to share that with you today, but that will be information that will be forthcoming in the next 30 days or so.